Hey there, you amazing patrons. It's X, and I'm here with Felicia and Kyle, and no special guests because we haven't worked that up yet. We're getting there, people.
We're re-ramping up our guest schedule.
Yeah. And this is the Utah Outcasts Secret Patron Show. And this is our special segment we provide to the folks who are so generous to share with us at least $1 a month. $1. Come on, people. You can do it. You can do it. And that'll get you no commercials as well. So you got to deal with commercials nowadays. So, yeah. Anyway, my God, I have been sitting on this video clip because I couldn't find a good place to put it in there because I didn't want to do it on the main show because it is Gavin McInnes because I don't like him.
No.
And so I think give this like 6 months, the stink wears off it a little bit. And
6 months and we're going to just... Oh, I'm super fun that I am totally topless for this one.
I just think it's hilarious that I put out a video and I'm just like 3, 2, 1, and the shitty people start rolling in on it. It's like we do a video with Matt Powell and talk about how he's a dumbass, Christian preacher that is trying to do harm in this world. And people are like, oh, I like it. Like it. And I say, black people should exist at the same level as white people. Boo! Boo!
Yeah, and suddenly people are like, whoa, wait a minute.
Wait a minute now. What about white people? I mean, what about them whiteys?
We got called white N-words. Friend of the show, Alex Jules, warned me against being called a race traitor. I'm like, well, it's official. He's like, nice. I'm like, yay. That word doesn't like calling me that or calling us white N-word. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't want to say it right now.
Or the people that
don't want to say it. Doesn't like hurt me that they like on a personal like. How dare you call me that? Like it's kind of like an existential sadness, like that they feel that that's like a qualifying insult.
Or it's more of a sad feeling. It's more, well, you're kind of a disgusting person.
Yeah.
And the fact that you exist makes me sad.
Yeah. Like
I feel sad for you. Your existence must be awful.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Like it's not like I'm offended that you would call. It's not like using that word against a black person, right? Because it's just not. Just makes me sad.
Because at the end of the day, I go, let me get my wallet out. Yep, I still have lots of money. I'm still middle class. I still have a nice house in the suburbs, and I'm okay. Calling me a name. Oh, darn.
That's fine. Yeah, sorry. That privilege is still in full effect.
Solid. Just right there.
There's nothing to do about that.
The people that say that we're racist against white people. It's just like,
you can't be. It's actually impossible.
Don't they love using that excuse themselves? Like, oh, he's a black guy saying this stuff about black people. He can't be racist against his own people. He
can participate in racism. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Just like women can participate in misogyny.
Yeah.
They just don't.
Yeah,
know
but you don't
words.
see me going around and going like giving a fellow white dude a leg up on something just because some other black guy got turned down for it. It's like, I don't go into the bank and they're like, hey, come get this extra money over here. We're not going to give it to those people. That's them being the racist. That's just me being privileged.
Yeah.
We're talking too much. We have to get to the Gavin video. We have to talk about the fact that he's sitting there.
We're stalling.
Yeah, because he's sitting there with Jesse Lee fucking Peterson.
Oh, God.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Gavin McInnes interviewing Jesse Lee Peterson.
Oh my God, this is just grossness squared.
It's like it's like the Ghostbusters movie. You're not supposed to cross the streams. They crossed the streams.
They crossed the streams. I'm gonna need this whiskey for this one. Jesus Christ.
So here we go. God damn it.
I'm ready.
It's 28.
Hang on, let me start this over again because that sounded like garbage. And
Canada,
I didn't realize that.
I need you to come get your boys.
Come get your boy.
Because you've been doing a great job, historically speaking. And I'm proud of you. And I love you. And you know what? you guys came out with that campaign of America is already great just before the 2016 election. And that was one of the sweetest. It honestly made me cry. Canada, you really are doing a great job, but you really need to come get these guys because they're fucking shit up. Yeah. They're poisoning your country too. You got to get them under.
Yeah, look what happened in Ontario. They voted Rob Ford's like brother Doug.
Oh
Ford
yeah.
As
yeah,
the
they
PM.
did.
Or premier of fucking whatever province that is. Toronto is in Ontario, or is that backwards? I don't know. Sorry,
Ontario.
Someone's going to sort us out.
Yeah, we'll sort us out. No,
we're suffering from American privilege where we don't know shit about your country.
Yeah, you guys know so much about ours.
Oh, we're learning.
I mean, South Park taught me a lot about Canada. I mean, that may be like
Canada.
jokingly saying that, but
that doesn't count.
Well, no, not like the blame Canada stuff. I'm talking like with the Yellow Brick Road episode where they go to different.
I worked with a Canadian Jewish lady, and she loves that song "Blame Canada." So here we go. Now we can, So like that's official. I can like talk about Jews and Canadians now.
You've been whitelisted. Okay,
I know a Jewish Canadian.
You got a new stamp on your privilege card.
Exactly. I know black people.
It's like when you get a black friend and you get that stamp.
I can't be racist now.
Certified.
I can't be Canadianist and I can't be anti-Semitic. I know these. I know one. I know a good one.
Here's Gavin. Here we go. I've got it going. I've got it ready. Here we go.
You ready for this? It's a doozy.
I'm ready.
It's 2018 in America. Does racism exist?
Absolutely not.
What? Really?
Okay. Like, let's just say.
There's so much more. Oh, God, there's so much more.
Just real quick. Let's just say that we didn't have the systemic shit and, like, it was just white supremacists and Nazi. Like, just like back in the 90s when we thought, like, the Nazis were the only racists.
And if Ace of Base was on the radio.
Yeah, you can't say that racism doesn't exist because it does. Like, there's like still a KKK. Therefore,
racism exists.
It's an ideology. It cannot stop existing.
It cannot be killed. You know. Well, I mean, I guess maybe if you killed enough of them, possibly that could have happened.
Yes, ideologies can, but I mean, they can, but it's
not debating the merits of like the Greek idea of like the masculine man and his like servile boy man,
right?
Anymore.
Yeah,
God
but
damn it, we're going down that path.
Yeah, it's like it's
sorry. I'm just saying because ideology.
Yeah, they do, but they can also come back. They're not.
Yeah. Yeah, hence Nazism in 2018.
Yeah.
You know,
an actual pedophile is running for office openly.
Yeah.
Making America great again.
Not just a pedophile, because we've talked about on the show before that pedophilia isn't in and of itself, without harming a child, is not inherently a bad thing, because people can't always they didn't pick it. They didn't pick their sexuality, and we have to address it differently than homosexuality for a myriad. Blah, 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 blah. But he's espousing the value of pedophilia.
Right.
He's not just a pedophile. He thinks that's a good thing to be. And he's running
member of NAMBLA. Yeah. All right, back to Jesse Lee Peterson.
And it has never existed.
Whoa!
It has never.
Whoa!
It's a made-up word.
Even Gavin McInnes can't believe this shit. That should tell you something about how believable Jesse Lee Peterson is as a.
Yeah. You know, I gotta hear.
He's got more. I'll let you hear why he says that. Just hang on.
What about the picture in the 60s with the German shepherds on the black guy, the civil rights movement, and the cops, and the guy like that?
Yeah, you know, racism.
Yeah, Gavin, that's a really good point. What about Jim Crow? What about actual redlining, where like we had laws enshrined that were like, black people don't get this thing? Huh?
Yeah, hang on. Hang the fuck on.
That's because you were having protests. Whenever you could have a protest today, and if people go out of control, you're going to see the same thing. It was just a protest. And you're hearing this from a man. I grew up in Alabama. I grew up under the Jim Crow laws. I went to an all-black school. There were signs that says for colors only, for whites only.
That sounds pretty racist.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, Gavin,
Huh.
it does.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty fucking racist.
My God, Gavin McInnes is right about something. Holy shit.
See, exactly.
Jesse Lee Peterson, I really don't think he's okay, you guys. I really feel like he's not okay.
He's clearly not okay. There's something going on there.
After watching the video of him talking with one of the persons that he had on the show, he was talking like in the in-between kind of stuff, how we do for our patrons out there.
Yeah.
About how his producer is openly racist and says the N-word around him all the time.
Yeah.
That James guy that we had on the one video, we're like, who the fuck is James? You know, because he's talking to that guy. That's his producer, James, who's a overtly fucking racist guy. And Jesse Lee Peterson's just hand waving it, like, whatever. No, it's no big deal. And the guy that he had on the phone with him is like, no, bring James on. I want to talk to him. You know? And so I got tense there for a moment. And then Jesse Lee Peterson's like, it's okay. I don't like those N-words either. And he didn't say that. I'm just saying that's probably what he was thinking in his brain. I can't speak for Jesse Lee Peterson because I can't mush my brain up enough to make that happen. So, all right, we're gonna let Gavin and these guys just go some more.
But it wasn't racist. It was a law that was brought about by the Democrats, and they brought that law into effect, and it separated people by law. But yet, most blacks and whites got along.
That Democrats thing. He does realize that the party switched affiliation in the 60s, right? After the 60s?
Well, it's even more complicated than that. It's that Southern Democrats.
Yeah, the Dixiecrats.
The Democrats had been courting the Southern Democrats. This is actually why House of Cards is really interesting, because he's a Southern Democrat. Anyway, the Southern Democrat, the Democratic Party had been courting them, but then Lyndon B. Johnson decided that he wasn't gonna. He had nothing to lose. He might as well give the blacks civil rights, and that's when there was an exiting of Southern Democrats because they were racist.
Yeah,
that was the whole.
They left the party and joined.
Went to the Republican.
They went to the Republican Party.
Yep.
So it's not party platform.
There used to be
per se. It's personal. It's personal ideologies.
There was a lot more black people in the Republican Party before that. Yeah. But then the Republican Party started actively courting the racists because they left the Democratic Party. And so,
and then they started actively courting the religious wackadoodles.
Right.
So that's why we have the GOP that we have now.
A big part of the Southern Democrats.
Yeah, indeed. All right, more of the.
But it was racist.
Shit.
I'm sorry. He says it was law. Therefore, it's not racist. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Laws can be racist, though.
Yeah,
Jesse.
They absolutely can.
If passed by racists and ratified by racists.
The single drop.
Can you not?
Law. The single drop of black blood meant you were black. That was like a law.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel bad about making fun of Jesse Lee Peterson here.
Oh, just wait. Oh, God, just wait. Here we go.
They knew that all white people were not against black people. It was a law, and people just obeyed the law at the time. And when I was growing up, I had to pick cotton. The guys were taken out.
You were born on a plantation.
Have you ever picked cotton?
No, sir.
You have not lived until you pick cotton.
Yep, he just went there, guys. I love it. I love the picking cotton. You have not lived until you've done so. My God. Didn't Sam Jackson play you in Django Unchained? Jesus Christ,
except for
man.
Sam Jackson even knew that picking cotton was shit, and he was looking out for himself, and he knew that capitulating to the white folk in servitude to them and
got him a house job.
Yeah, it got him a house job, and that meant that he had a better life. He was looking out for himself. Oh my God, it's a critique on black people who leave the black community and then capitulate to whiteness. Oh my God, it's not that hard.
Yeah, Jesse Lee Peterson. The story.
Jesse's not okay.
No,
guys, Jesse's not okay.
He is clearly being exploited and abused.
Are you guys ready to get a flag? We're going to get a flag from Mike from Tennessee.
God. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Flag.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, God. Oh.
I'm
Here we
ready,
go.
Mike.
You're being too controversial for me. You're going to get my show taken off the air.
No, I think you pulling your dick out on the air did that, you know.
Yeah, don't worry, Gavin. You don't need Jesse's help for that.
Okay, Gavin,
No.
you're also not okay because that was a bizarre. That was definitely a cry for help.
Oh wait, no. It was just a joke.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And all of his sycophants are saying,
"Oh yeah,
proud of your boy. Proud of your boy."
No. It was just a joke. Like you're right. He pulled down his pants and he showed everybody the joke.
Okay, you talk to any comedian and you talk to any comedian who cares about their craft. I mean, there's books written on this.
Oh yeah.
It is not ever just a joke.
No.
In fact, it cannot be funny if there is not some inherent truth. Right? Unless you are criticizing, subverting, or supporting an idea in society, unless you are utilizing some form of truth, it's not fucking funny. This is why Key and Peele is so hilarious, because they use absurdism that reflects the truth of society, and often commentate on it. It's really quite good. I
love that show.
Comedies,
and I love
born
that,
in truth. Yeah.
I love that Jordan Peele has moved on to bigger and better too.
I do. He's so
brilliant.
He
did Get Out, and he's got a lot more coming down on the road.
He's
anyway,
so brilliant.
We
watch Keanu. It's a delight. It's comedic brilliance. But
it's a lot better. It's a lot better than A Wrinkle in Time, which I watched tonight.
I have no.
A Wrinkle in Time was just fine. It was just fine.
I heard it would be better on acid, but
pretty colors probably. But
it's also better if you're the target audience.
Yeah,
exactly.
Kids. For kids.
It's for kids.
Kids
exactly.
with a less literal sense of reality. But that's okay.
Right.
But that's not my point. My point is, Gavin, your dick is not inherently it can't be a joke. You just pulling your dick out. I have seen a joke where somebody pulled their dick out as a joke. It was fucking hilarious, but there was a context to it. You are crying for help, sir. The joke was that the person pulling out the dick crying for help. You just did it.
Just because people are laughing at it doesn't mean it's a joke.
Okay, you know what? I take it back, Gavin. Your dick is a joke.
It's fun to pick cotton.
It's fun. It makes a man out of you.
Really?
You know, I said once on my radio show that because most blacks are so lazy now.
Oh, Jesus.
Even Gavin can't believe the shit that he's saying. Did you catch that? He's like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
He just said that under his breath. He can't believe the shit that's coming out of Jesse's mouth.
Damn it.
Gavin would not dare say
Picking cotton was so much fun. So much fun. It didn't cause the start of the Industrial Revolution or anything. No, it didn't cause Eli Whitney to go, and this is bullshit.
This is a shitty way of doing things.
Really shitty. No, fuck this.
I saw a tweet today that was quite a bit of fun. It showed a guy, he'd been working a white man had been working in a tank top in his yard all day and had blistering sunburn. And she's like, oh, so this is why black woman comments, this is why you guys couldn't pick the cotton yourself. Picking cotton isn't fun. That's the entire fucking point.
Yeah.
It's a shit job.
Because
this entire country was built on the backs of people of color, and then we act like they're the ones that fall. Oh my God. Existential crisis continues.
Right,
please, please go ahead.
Going. Yeah.
So the government taking care of them,
Uh-huh.
and then a lot of them are born with single mothers only in the homes, and the mothers don't make them work. I said, I'm going to go to Alabama, buy some land, create a plantation, and I'm going to take the blacks back down there to show them how to work and be independent and earn their way. And all hell broke loose when I said it. Oh,
yeah.
Well, yeah.
I wonder why.
You basically were like, I'm going to enslave black people.
No. I'm going to show them how to work.
I'm going to show them how to work for free labor.
That,
He's going to profit off of their work. That's
No.
To rise up and seize the means of production. This is capitalist bullshit.
He's like, I don't understand why people are so mad about me saying I'm going to buy an old Alabama plantation and bring black folks back down to it to work. It's like, what, dude? What the fuck, man?
Yeah. Why would that ruffle some feathers? I don't.
Gee, I wonder.
He is Sam Jackson in Django Unchained.
He's only got a couple more seconds. I'm going to let this finish off. Here we go.
Oh, he's for slavery. He's for that. But I knew what I meant by that.
I knew what I meant by that.
Sure, you knew what you meant by that, but nobody else fucking did. All we know is what you're actually saying.
Okay, look, if we don't actually... Sorry, Felicia, let me just get this one out of the way. Let me get this out of the way. If you can't actually see the duck, if you can't see the duck, but you hear the quacking and the random shit sprays on your sidewalk, and you have the feathers every once in a while over the place, you can fucking say that there's a duck around here somewhere. Just because you can't see it, he should go fucking... I'm just trying to make a milkshake duck joke, and I can't fucking do it. God damn it.
Right. What you're saying is Jesse Lee Peterson should go fuck a duck?
Yes.
Sure.
Indeed.
There we go. Okay. There we go.
No,
we should
stop. I know they're rapists, but they're kind of...
Wait, get fucked by a duck? That's not nice.
DuckTales. Woo!
Damn it. We do not advocate for duck rape.
No, I mean, unless that's your thing. They don't understand
the morality of duck rape.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We don't want to get into the morality of duck rape.
I knew what I mean by that was... Okay, so you guys have heard of like the horrors of these kids camps, right? Where they send troubled youth, usually LGBT and or atheist youth, especially within the Mormon culture.
Yeah, that's usually who goes.
And there was rampant sexual abuse and emotional abuse and physical abuse. That is basically what just... Oh, and they force labor in these kids, right? Yeah. They actually do force labor in these kids.
They do. Yeah.
It just makes me think, like, how many other steps would he take on this plantation where they'd work? Would he get people riding on horses, then you call them crackers, where they're actually fucking cracking the whips on the people?
The idea is that he would probably call this a kids camp, get government funding, call it therapy to get these bad kids out of the system, prison to pipeline, school to pipeline system, bad. Like it's basically utilizing that, and it's like it's basically creating a quote unquote kids camp and private prison, and it's fucking slavery. It's slavery. Like there is no way out of it, and he would justify it to himself, just like plantation owners did it before, and say, "I'm teaching them how to work."
This is the worst summer camp ever.
Jesse Lee Peterson's Cotton with a K, Kids with a K, Camp with a K. Jesse Lee Peterson, KKK. There you go.
Yeah.
Cotton Kids Camp.